iPhone 15 Pro Max and iPhone 13 Pro Max are both outstanding devices, even in 2025. But if you're in the market for a used phone, which one should you go for? Let's break it down to help you decide if 15 Pro Max is worth the upgrade or if the 13 Pro Max is still delivers everything you need. Price depends on where you live, but in 2025, neither the iPhone 13 Pro Max, not even 15 Pro Max is available in new. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is now only sold used or refurbished, typically priced around $650. While it's offered 128 UH base model, I don't recommend it due to storage limitations. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, also only available used, costs around $900. It starts at 256 US storage, making it a better option for most users in 2025. Both are excellent, but 15 Pro Max is better for this needing more storage. The 13 Pro Max has stainless steel all the way around the outside edge, which is a shiny and glossy stainless steel that does have a tendency to scratch toward the bottom, but it's not that big of the deal. You can sort of polish it out, and it's been around that way for a long time. We have lighting, of course, and just a very traditional look. With the 15 Pro Max, Apple switched the overall design and hardware to titanium, so instead of just a stainless steel, we have titanium, which may or may not be durable over time. We don't really know yet, but it has a coating on it, and you will see it starting to be chipped off on mine a little bit as I drop it once. The iPhone 15 Pro Max introduced the new action button, replacing the traditional silent switch, and switches to USB-C for the charging port. While the overall design remains quite similar, the new titanium frame makes it lighter. The iPhone 13 Pro Max weighs 240 grams, while the 15 Pro Max weighs only 229 grams. While different isn't huge, trust me, it's noticeably lighter. Now, of course, we have ceramic shield on the front, and you can see the bezels are also narrowed on the newer phone, and we of course have dynamic ISO, so these are the change. As far as overall difference is there, but the displays are basically the same. So we have 6.7-inch display, but just thinner bezels on 15 Pro Max. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has a significantly brighter display, reaching out to 2000 nits in sunlight and 1600 nits in HDR, compared to 13 Pro Max with 1200 nits. It's also featuring an always-on display, letting you see the time and wallpaper even the screen is off. While many users turn it off to save battery, it's great feature if you want to keep it on. The iPhone 15 Pro Max features the dynamic island, replacing the notch. It's designed to hide the camera and create a more compact display, while also serving as an identification area. It's handy for live activities, music or timers, as it lets you swipe to interact and manage tasks. While it's convenient, it's not a game changer for everyone. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has 4,352 mAh of battery, while the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a slightly larger 4,422 mAh of battery. Apple claims the 15 Pro Max offers an extra hour of video playback, but in reality, battery life for video streaming, audio, and standby is nearly identical between both models. The 13 Pro Max already offers some of the best battery life seen in an iPhone. Charging speeds are the same on both models, with 20-watt charger providing about 60% charge in 30 to 45 minutes. Despite the switch to USB-C, Apple hasn't improved charging speeds, but USB-C does allow for faster data transfer, which is useful for tasks like exporting video. We will cover that more when discussing the cameras. In terms of performance, the iPhone 13 Pro Max with a 15-barrel chip and 6 UH of RAM delivers solid performance for everyday tasks and gaming. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, powered by a 70 Pro chip and 8 UH of RAM, offers superior multitasking. Gaming make it better choice for top-tier performance. These are the results in Geekbench 5 and Antutu benchmark. For gaming, both devices handle PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile well, but the 15 Pro Max offers smoother gameplay and higher frame rates thanks to the advanced GPU and enchanted performance capabilities. So when you're doing certain tasks, there's nothing going to be as big of difference as other tasks. However, there are differences when it comes to the cameras and recording video. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has 12 megapixel front camera with an f2.2 aperture, but lacks autofocus and photonic engine. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has also 12 megapixel front camera but with f1.9 aperture, autofocus and photonic engine for better video processing. For rear cameras, the iPhone 13 Pro Max features 12 megapixel lenses with f1.5 main, f1.8 ultra-wide and f2.8 telephoto 3x zoom. The 15 Pro Max upgrades to 48 megapixel main sensor with f1.78 and 12 megapixel ultra-wide f2.2 and 12 megapixel telephoto with f2.8 aperture. It also offers digital zoom up to 25 times compared to 15 times on the 13 Pro Max. Both recorded in 4K 60 frames, but the 15 Pro Max includes action mode and can record ProRes up to 4K 60 with an external drive via USB-C. The 15 Pro Max also captures depth in photos and support log recording for better post-editing. They both have IP68 certificate 6 meter for 30 minutes, and that's about everything. Now, if you're wondering if you should upgrade to iPhone 15 Pro Max or the 13 Pro Max or which one you should choose, well, depending on which phone you have already. If you're coming from iPhone 13 Pro Max, well, there's a few factors to consider. You're not going to see any difference in battery life, really, but if you care about cameras, USB-C, the titanium frame and the overall display and the dynamic island, these are reasons to upgrade. The camera is a significant upgrade as far as the video capabilities. The photos do look better to me, but in general, if you don't care about any of these things and you just want good battery life and a decent experience, they're very similar, well, then 13 Pro Max is worth sticking with or upgrading to. If you're coming from iPhone 10 or maybe an iPhone 8, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is also a great upgrade choice as it is a significant jump over these previous phones. However, if both phones were the exact same price, I will definitely go with the 15 Pro Max as it's going to be updated and supported for at least 5 more years, whereas the 13 Pro Max probably has at least 3 more years or so. We don't really know as Apple doesn't say, but the new features on 15 Pro Max are worth it to me, but they may not be to you. So let me know which one you choose in the comments below, and hopefully that helped you decide which one's better for you. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your family and friends.